What's up, Peep Squad? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? We in the building, my peeps, my peoples. What's going on? How y'all doing? We gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about love and hip hop, but we're gonna talk about VH1 Love and Hip Hop Reunion Edition. And this episode was a lightweight episode, but next episode, Erica is basically going to address the rumors and the allegations, and Safaree is going to be, sitting by himself with his head down. He don't know what to do with himself. He's just feeling like, OMG. He don't know what to do because he's going to get caught out here with this young lady right here, Kim. I think she's Dominican, and Safaree sent her roses and things of that nature. So that's going to be on the next episode, and Erica is going to lose it, as far as like, I can't believe you gave her roses, and then she sent you a thank you card. I'm like, OMG, it's like Safaree can't win from losing. Safaree be out here doing too much. And then when it comes to Shekinah, when it comes to Shekinah basically, she believes Safaree. She thinks that Erica Mena is nothing but a big liar, and she called her a liar, and she said she don't really know what to believe. And one of the things is, when it comes to Shekinah, the way that she feels about Erica, she doesn't like the way Erica moves. She doesn't like the way that Erica, acts, how she behaves, how, she's flirtatious. She said, you better pray that spirit off of you. I was like, OMG, no, Shekinah didn't. Shekinah, she was hugging Erica. She said, hey, girl, I'm just hugging you, giving you sister love. I don't want to date you. I don't want to be your girlfriend. I was like, OMG. Then they got Stevie J. He's coming through, and he is like, everybody's like, whoa, it's Stevie J. And Stevie J gets read down by Mimi Faust. Mimi Faust was out here reading you down, Stevie J. OMG, the way that Mimi describes, Stevie J. Now, we see what you're dealing with, Faith. And Faith and Stevie J's over there in La La Land, because Mimi Faust was like, you know what? I'm tired of Stevie J's promises. I'm tired of what he say to me. I'm tired of all this other excuses. It was like he lives in a fairy tale world. He lives in a fantasy. He tells our daughter that he lives in a castle, like he's not a reality. So imagine what Stevie be saying and thinking. And, Stevie had someone come out to, where he lives at in California with Faith to mentor him and actually give him a deal and things of that nature. He must have sold that young boy all types of drink, because Mimi is like, this man is not serious. He's not here. He's not all the way there. It's like he's playing Candyland all the time. So I was like, OMG, like this is crazy. So Safaree done got himself back in trouble again. You know what I mean? But Erica Mena and Safaree have made up after that. And so we're just going to see how wherever the chips may fall. And when it comes to Stevie J, he's not really too, concerned about him and Faith relationship. He says, let the chips fall where they may. Basically, he was out here saying he is the one that filed for divorce. He said it's public record on tonight's episode. So it's just like, okay, he was like, the chips will fall where they may. We'll see what happens. Like, it ain't no big deal because he's in control of the situation. And that's what I was getting from Stevie J, that he's in control of the divorce. He's in control of a whole lot of things when it goes on with whatever he wants out of the situation, because we know he wants spousal support. So we shall see. So let's get down to the situation. Let's get into the show, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling tonight, baby? How y'all feeling? Like, I don't know if this is going to be it when it comes to it, but Jonathan is not being Jonathan. Jonathan is not the same Jonathan that we see, that he be on this show doing the most, acting up the most, and basically, speaking his mind and saying what he needs to say. He don't never be running. He be coming for it. And now he's basically all, he don't want to come outside. He want to stay up in his room with Cyn. He want to avoid everybody. Like, what's going on? Like, that's not the Jonathan that we have seen. That's not the Jonathan that we have known in the past. Like, we ain't known for you to be scared. We ain't known for you to be running. Like, I'm just looking at Jonathan like, what's going on? Like, you ain't got to run. You ain't got to hide. Like, you can stand on your own 2 feet, and Cyn Santana is right behind him, running with him. You know, Erica Mena is basically pushing Cyn Santana's buttons, trying to get her attention, trying to get her to say something. And Erica saying, I didn't make no fake Instagram account. I didn't make no fake account, and I did not come after you or anything like that. So all that is fake. And Erica keeps bringing it up. Usually Erica's quiet about the situation. She won't bring, you know, the situations up where, you know, involves her doing something or being accused of something. She'll just basically try to brush past the situation. But with this situation, she wants it, you know, she wants to go all the way, you know, with Miss Cyn Santana. Like, she wants all of it. She wants to bring it up. She wants to talk about the Instagram page. She wants to talk about she didn't do it. And that's what you guys want to believe. That ain't the truth. I was like, okay. So Erica is coming with the smoke, and Erica has been coming with the smoke. And Erica is basically being Erica, but she's just even more like, I don't care. You know, the way that, you know, she's handling business. I'm just like, OMG, yeah, like, this is crazy. Like, yeah, this is, you know, I'm just like, Erica, calm down. Erica's like, she ain't calming down. Erica ain't letting up. You know, she's basically just being quiet. And now she gets to go off and have a Woe Mia's party when it comes to Safaree doing wrong and hooking up with Kim. Like, oh, man, like, this is just way too much going on for these people. These people be doing the most. And Safaree don't care. And it almost make you see, it almost seems like, you know, these girlfriends and these girls are staged. Like, it's not really true. Like, it's not true. Like, they're staging these relationships with Safaree being caught out there. But in any event, Jonathan basically is saying, whoa, it's me. Then you got Shekinah. She's basically saying the way that Erica's acting, the way that she behaved at her event, because it was like an adult event, the way that she was, you know, doing what she do. Like, ain't no man gonna want no woman like that. And so Shekinah Jo is feeling a certain type of way about the situation. And she's calling out Erica. And, you know, Erica ended up kissing Amina. And so, you know, when it comes to Shekinah, she was like, yo, you doing too much. Like, that girl's married. She's not even acting like she's a married woman. I was like, Kimbella and Juelz Santana is quiet, baby. And Rich is trying to be the good guy on the show. He's really trying to be the good guy on the show. He ain't playing around. He's trying to be the nice guy. But in any event, moving on from that situation, we move on. I'm just like, it's Shekinah saying what she's saying, and then you got Miss Mimi's like, no, that's not the case. He loved it. He was like, Shekinah was like, no, he don't love that situation. And then we got Safaree. Safaree's feeling a certain type of way. He is not happy because he did not like that Erica Mena ends up kissing, you know, Amina. Like, he felt a certain type of way about that situation. He didn't like it at all. And he was just like feeling like it's a double standard, because if Erica can kiss Amina, why can't Amina come upstairs to our hotel room? And it's like, Safaree, you just got over this situation where Erica's letting you back in. You was just crying the other night and basically saying you want your family back, that you don't feel the same way anymore. You miss your family. You miss this. You miss that. All that you was just saying not too long ago. And then now you're going to ask Erica, you know, to have Amina, you know, come into your hotel room, and whatever happens, happens. But why would you say that when she just basically let you back into, you know, her life like that? Because supposedly, you know, they ain't together. But in any event, so, but it's just like, Safaree, like, what's going on? Like, she wasn't talking to you. You was crying. Now all of a sudden she gives you what you want. You go to your room, and then you ask her to bring Amina upstairs and get Amina involved in the situation. And like, how do you why would you think Amina? So Amina, you know, they looking for you, Amina, especially Safaree. And then Safaree is like, yo, why is there a double standard? Like, she could do all this. And yes, if Safaree would have kissed Inti Bati, if he would have danced or act like the way that Erica was acting, whoever that person he was with, the show would be over. They would have to say cancel. That's what they would have to do, you know. I had to get some water real quick. So I'm just like, so he's telling, Juelz that, and Juelz was like, yeah, man, that's messed up. I was like, Juelz, be quiet. We know what kind of husband you were for many years to Kimbella. And you know that ain't the right move. That ain't the right decision to do at all, point blank, period. Especially when all you guys are sitting out there trying to give him counseling to get his marriage back, to get his wife back. The last thing he needs to do is ask his wife to invite somebody else upstairs just because she had a man, just because she kissed her. She shouldn't have been kissing her, especially, but Safaree didn't have a problem with it. He wanted to be a part of the situation because it seemed like Safaree like to be out there in them streets. Lord have mercy. So I'm like, Juelz is like, yeah, man, it's a double standard. Juelz, all the things you did to Kimbella, you better be quiet, boy. You better really, really just be quiet. Now we got Jonathan. He comes downstairs. Him and Cyn, enjoying, they end up joining the other people having their dinner or their lunch, and Jonathan's crying a river. Cyn Santana is crying a river. It's like, y'all doing too much crying and y'all doing too much whining. Excuse me. Y'all doing too much crying. Y'all doing too much whining, like for real. And so, Cyn comes down. She was like, I'm going to leave and Jonathan's going to leave. And also, Cisco and what he did. Yeah, Cisco was wrong for what he did. Wasn't that like 6 years ago, 7 years ago? You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't affect you that much. Like, come on. Like, that was so long ago. And then you caught all ties with him. And then now, you are doing your music. All you have to do is tell him how he feels. Instead of trying to talk all nice and sweet to him and be all like flirtatious, while you got a glass in your hand talking to Cisco, you should have told Cisco straight up how you felt right then and there and told him what he can do and where he can go and blase in a third and let it be what it be. Because if that was Joe, your baby daddy, you would have told him that. You're sitting there playing these games with Cisco and all this other stuff. Like Cisco, he was drinking. So, but in any event, you should have told him where he needed to go, walk away, went back in there to Erica party, have a good time. You said, I talked to Cisco and I straightened him out for what he did 6 years ago. I've been over the situation, but you came there like, oh, woe is me. I don't want to talk about it. I'm just so scared. Like, where they get these scared people from? Y'all are getting paid to entertain. What's up with y'all? Like, what? I'm so scared. I'm like, what? I don't want to talk. It's not that she's scared. It's just that I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Well, you know what this show is about. You've been on this show for a long time, back in the beginning. You know what it gives. And basically, you trying to be whatever you trying to be, we're not buying it. It's not selling. Stick to music. Don't invite Cyn Santana back. For real. Because I don't know what was going on in this situation. She was nothing like the Cyn that we see out here in interviews and doing all this other stuff, and the way she used to be. You can mature, but at the same time, like, stand up, say something, like, speak up for yourself. Why are you running? Why are you hiding? Why are you staying in a hotel room? Why are you avoiding people? They ain't avoiding you. They ain't hiding from you. Why are you doing that? Why are you making your trip so difficult? Is it because you don't got no storyline? Like, what's going on? So in any event, she's telling the whole group, and Booby sitting next to her, and Booby be doing the most. So Booby sitting next to her. She was like, yeah, Cisco's mad at you too, Booby, and he's bringing you up. And then Booby's like, oh my God, why is he upset with me? I didn't even know she had any type of relationship or any type of dealing with Cisco. But if he want to see me, he can see me. He can see me. So Booby's back to the street. Booby like, he could see me. Cisco could see me. What's up? He already know how Cisco fights. So he already seen him fight Peter in the celebrity boxing match. So in any event, when it comes down to the situation, Booby was like, okay, yeah, I can see him, come talk to me if you got a problem, Cisco. Cisco ain't gonna talk to you. At least I hope he does, but we shall see. Jonathan's at the table. I'm just gonna go home. I'm like, Jonathan, I can't with you this season. I don't know what's going on with Jonathan, but he's so different. And he usually don't be running and being scared. Like, he stick to what he feels. He stick to what he says. And it's just like, he's hiding in a room and everything. And so now everybody's getting on the bus. They're getting ready to go to Jamaica night, Jamaica day or whatever. And so you got Bobby. Bobby is like, are we missing somebody? Are we missing some people? Are we missing some people? And then Erica says, yeah, we are missing somebody. We are missing Cyn, and we are missing, Jonathan. They're over there sitting somewhere crying by the pool. I was like, oh, Erica, you so messy, you so bad. Erica was like, yo, they're over there sitting by the pool crying. I was like, what? And so Erica is being shady. She's being real shady as well. I'm like, OMG. She's like, yeah, they're sitting over there by the pool crying, and everybody's like smirking and everything. Because they know that is a situation, there's a problem. So, but Shekinah don't like it. Don't get me wrong, Shekinah's not feeling Erica's behavior at all. She's not feeling Erica, but Erica got to do something to get the show popping. She got to do something because everybody just basically stalemate, stalefish. Her and Safaree trying to come in and do what they gotta do. Erica's already, off the rails, off the train, and so therefore they call her back over here. So she got to do what she got to do because y'all are acting like Jonathan is scary. You got Cyn, she's scary. Peter Gunz is hiding from Shekinah. Like, since when did that happen? Like, what's going on? I guess that they didn't pay these guys like they were supposed to get paid. They didn't pay them because they're basically acting like they gave them $2.50 and they just sitting here like, ooh, when is it time to go? That's how they sitting there like, is it time to go? The rest of the cast sitting there. I don't even know where Amina was. Amina did have a storyline with Peter and Cisco, but she just disappeared. She just, I'm telling you, they gave him $2.50. Like, what's going on? $2.25 and another quarter. I'm just like, oh, and then Erica just being so shady. Erica's shady, but then Erica says, that's when Shekinah jumps in and she was like, well, you need to say sorry to somebody. That's how you feel. So Shekinah's trying to, do whatever. Erica don't need your help. Erica don't want nobody help. Erica's doing what she want to do. She got Safaree on the other side of her. Right now, her and Safaree in a good place. So therefore, now she gonna act a fool on TV, whoever gets in her way. But at the same time, she don't want to go too far because Safaree really doesn't like it and she knows it. And he's just happy that he's in a good place with her. So Safaree was crying in tears, talking about he missed her and he missed his family. That was only because he didn't want Erica to embarrass him on TV like she did on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Oh my God, the way that this woman will talk to you and about you. Oh God. Oh Lord. So we have, Kimbella finally gets an apology, from Erica Mena. So Kimbella, she gets her apology, and Erica was like, I'm sorry for what I did. I'm sorry for how I acted. Because, when Kimbella and Erica first met each other, Erica was not feeling Kimbella because Kimbella was the new reign of video vixens, video models, and they was working for $200, $300, $400, $500. Back when Erica was started doing it, they was getting like $4,000, $3,000, $2,000, $1,000, and then it came down to $3.50. So in any event, or it's just free now. So and then Erica and then went back and forth, and so Erica has apologized to Kimbella and everything is all good. She apologized. She said, I'm so sorry for what I did. Kimbella was like, thank God. Kimbella had a good reign on this show, and then when the other situation went down, when Chrissy got kind of, then Jim Jones and Juelz separated, it kind of went downhill, and then we didn't even know Kimbella was going through what she was going through. She finally opened up and told us, and we didn't see her for a while, about what she was going through with Juelz. Juelz was off the chain. She wasn't happy. She was going through all types of stuff. This man was a trustee, custody, everything. Like, she was foreclosures on the house, foreclosure here, trying to get money to keep everything together. But look, at the end of the day, they got the house, they got the car now. He's making money, she's making money, I guess. I don't know. But they look like they living well. They gifting each other's brand new cars, and they got all types of gifts and gold and jewelry and all this other stuff. But Kimbella was going through it, y'all. So it wasn't even that shiny for a long time with her in this marriage, and people was coming for her, and she was portraying like she was in a happy place, and we didn't even know. Well, some of us knew. Once we saw Juelz's teeth gone, we already knew what the deal was. But in any event, getting back to the situation, we got Jonathan. He is sitting up here and he's hiding up in the hotel room. He's spraying Florida water. I went to Walmart. They didn't even have no Florida water. He's pouring Florida water inside the air freshener. He wants to get rid of any negativity, any bad spirits. He wants to get rid of everything. He don't even want to come out. He's stuck in his robe. His hair is all done. Jonathan got an outfit that he want to put on and show us and show out by the pool, but he's feeling uncomfortable because everybody don't agree with him, and even the people that say that they do agree with him, they don't really agree with him. You know what I mean? And he knows that he overstepped his boundaries and he used the wrong argument, and it's just like, and then the way he said it's so feisty and so like, ooh, like right off of his tongue, like it hit people, you know what I mean? And he knows it did, even though he's still trying to deny it. They're feeling a certain type of way about the situation, but they're still saying, hey, how you doing, Jonathan? But Jonathan feels bad. He feels like, oh my goodness, I'm not the it guy on the show. And then he got Cyn. Cyn is like, she's hiding in the room with him too as well. So you got that situation going on. I was just like, Lord, Jonathan was like, you know what? I love modern day voodoo. What do you mean, Jonathan? You gonna tell me Erica's that much for you to deal with? Zell's that much for you to deal with that you talk about you love modern day voodoo and stuff like that? He was like, yo, I'm getting her off of me. So we'll see if it works. If she stays off of him, we'll definitely see how that situation goes. We'll see, but Zell has been throwing shots at him, baby. And Jonathan's hiding up in the room. Jonathan ain't never hid nowhere. He would come out walking and strutting and switching and everything. Like, ooh, it's feel good out here. And watching Jonathan just cower away and just basically avoid the situation makes me think that they didn't get paid. Because he really wants to talk. Or is it because Jonathan, no longer have them vices? So he don't know how to respond to certain things because, usually, he had the vices to entertain. And now he's not with them vices anymore, allegedly. So what y'all think about that? So what y'all think about that? Tell me what y'all think about that situation. I was like, Lord have mercy, it is going down. So we have, him up there hiding in the hotel room, him and Cyn. Cyn talking all that about it, all that other stuff, and look at her hiding. Did they ask for that money back? The VH1 said, I want my money back because y'all ain't giving us nothing. And so, you got that situation going on. I was like, And Jonathan's spraying he's spraying everything. He's spraying his robe, he's spraying the couch, he's spraying the window. He's just spraying everything. Like I'm like, Jonathan, calm down. And then you got Cyn, I'm leaving if he's leaving. Like, you leaving if he's leaving because you're not attached to any, like, you don't really got nobody that's going to be chilling with you. Like, you can't stand on your own. And I don't blame her. And Shekinah just can't figure out what's going on between Cyn Santana, Erica Mena. Then you got her husband. You got, Erica Mena's husband here, Safaree. Like, she just feel like something ain't right. Something ain't good. Something ain't culture at all. You look at Jonathan. Jonathan spraying everything, y'all. Jonathan just spraying. He's just spraying away. Jonathan reminds me of a church woman just spraying. Oh no, he said all types of stuff. So now they're at Safaree celebration, and basically they're calling out Cisco, and they saying Cisco is weird. Like, Cisco's own friends is like, yo, he's weird. Like, there's something weird about him, and Rich is addressing him like, yo, Cisco, you got homeboy. What's his name? Booby basically want to know what's going on with the Creek squad, with the Creek squad. Like why your man acting like that? And then you got Rich basically saying that Cisco got some problems. He's been drinking too much. How many bad nights are you going to have? How many awful nights you going to have? And the way that you confronted Cyn and all this other stuff is just so embarrassing. Now you're putting a dark shadow over us. And Cisco don't even know what's going on. Cisco is lost. I don't even know why he's there, but he's definitely trying to be entertaining. He's definitely trying to do something, not like the rest of them, even though it's coming off bad. but he's definitely trying to do something. It's like, OMG. And it's just like when it comes to Cisco, it's like, Cisco, you still like, you still don't know how to approach a woman and talk to a woman, apologize to a woman and everything, and be humble and do that on TV just to help build your character back. Because you know, these many years that you've been on TV on this show, it's been like cringe worthy, and it's just been like, I can't believe these guys even like exist. Lord have mercy. I'm just like, OMG. Like, y'all, this is just real crazy. Hey, what's up, Black Lavender? How you doing? What's going on? Cisco's doing too much. He needs to drink some apple juice. Yes, Juelz needs to sit down and be silent. He cheated on Kimbella. I know he did. Hey, what's up, Curve Queen? Safaree don't want Erica, period. If the Lord have mercy. Hey, what's up, Issa? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling tonight? I'm just like, Lord have mercy. These people are way too much, y'all. Way too much going on in this situation. I'm like, I'm like, oh, and then Peter's being quiet too. Peter is definitely being quiet. And I'm just like, look, I'm just shocked at Jonathan. I'm just really shocked at Jonathan's situation. And then we have, Miss Shekinah Jo. She's basically judging the situation, and she don't like the way that Erica's moving and how she's moving in front of her husband, and she don't like all that, adult thing, that Erica planned. And, she was just like, basically, you need to get it together. And then Erica's like, no, you need to get it together. I was like, OMG, like, so that's the situation. That's what's going down. And basically, Shekinah's feeling a certain type of way. And Erica's saying, yo, don't be over here judging me. Who are you to judge, queen? And then Shekinah says that, she wants to throw, a party for the ladies and for everybody to basically to move on, a healing party. And so we can heal yourself. And then Erica Mena's like, well, you need to heal yourself first, Shekinah, before you talk about healing somebody else. So, they're taking little shots at each other, or basically they're trying to drum up some attention and do something because they got paid something. I don't know if they got paid $2.50. Then you got Brooke. Brooke is like, Shekinah need a man. She need a man in her hotel room. She need a man. Yeah, she might need a man, but she don't need a man she don't need a man like you got. She don't need a Marcus. That's what she don't need. She don't need a Marcus. And so now, but Shekinah is being judgmental, but she just feeling like y'all are doing too much. Y'all too old to be doing this. But at the same time, I don't even know why Shekinah is so judgmental and basically pointing out what Erica's doing, how she's doing it, when she was best friend with Tiny and T.I. And what was T.I. and Tiny doing that she said that she knows and she understands, she witnesses, she knows, and she's been friends with them. She's been business partners with them. And even though, she was trying to get the come up, she was around that lifestyle that Erica is showing her in front of her face. But at the same time, she did come out here crying not too many days ago, basically talking about the way that she was treated by, T.I. and Tiny did not protect her from T.I., from his mouth. So in any event, Rich Dollaz is feeling some type of way. He's feeling embarrassed by Cisco. Erica Mena and Safaree are getting along fine. They got matching colors on. Safaree's giving some history about Easter in Jamaica. You fly kites. That's like the birth of Christ, the coming as Jesus rise again. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. And then you have, he gave history on the Jamaican flag and also the Pan-African flag that a lot of people didn't know. And then I was shocked and surprised that Rich Dollaz didn't know either. Like, Rich Dollaz was like, oh my God, Safaree taught me some stuff that I didn't even know. You didn't know about what the green, black, and yellow stood for in the flag? No, he didn't, y'all. And so basically, he was like, Safaree taught me something. I learned so much I didn't know. You gonna tell me, Rich, you've been over here. You've been Jamaican your whole life, and you don't know what the colors of the flag stand for? Like, what's going on, y'all? Like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? Is something wrong? Is something wrong? Well, Safaree's teaching lessons out here in these streets. He's definitely teaching lessons. And so then Erica, she jumps on top of Shekinah. Shekinah don't really like it because she don't want Erica touching her no more. She don't want Erica, she's feeling a certain type of way about Erica. And, Shekinah calls her the wicked witch of the north, the Wicked Witch of New York. And then she calls her Freddy Cougar, but she's been calling Peter Gunz Freddy Cougar. I was like, Lord have mercy. And then I don't understand. Erica called Shekinah, Whoopi Goldberg. And she said, oh, you look like you're Whoopi Goldberg. So I'm just like, what is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to say? Like, I don't know. I'm picking up something different. Why did Erica call Shekinah Whoopi Goldberg? Like, why did she call her that? Like, is that a keyword or undertone for something else? You guys let me know what you think about that situation. Because why did she call her Whoopi Goldberg? Okay, why did Erica Mena call Shekinah that? Like, like what's going on in that situation? So it's making me feel a little bit like, okay. What's happening? Why she call her that? Why she call her Whoopi Goldberg? You know what I mean? I'm just like, okay. And so right now, they're really not getting along, or they're faking like they're not getting along. But in any event, you got Safaree. Safaree's on stage. He's singing. His music sounds okay. It's just that his voice needs to go with the beat more. We got Stevie J. He shows up, and everybody's excited to see Stevie J because they treat Stevie J, Safaree, and Ray J like they're the kings of the love and hip hop. They forgetting about Peter Gunz, okay? Because Peter Gunz, that story. They're forgetting about all the other people, but in any event, Stevie J's there, and he's ready to tell his business. He's ready to tell us how he feels, and basically, he don't really care about his situation that's going on with him and his wife Faith Evans. And Mimi, she tells him straight off, but she tells him off in her confessionals, not to his face. And so Stevie J was like, yeah, I know you guys heard about me. I know you heard about the divorce going on, but the chips may fall where they may. Everybody have problems and things like that in their marriage. You know what I mean? Things happen. So, it is what it is. I don't know why Mimi didn't call me and invite me. She had Jonathan to invite me. He put on a character. That's his character. He's like all being all smooth. And then he's in the water. He got the sun glistening on him, and all the ladies are looking a little bit and turning their head. But Safaree looks good too, but Safaree don't got the charisma, or he's not charismatic as Stevie J. But one thing is for sure, if you get in relationships with Stevie J, you married him, you gonna get what you gonna get, because he has displayed who he is, what he is, for a number of years on TV. And before then, Eve would tell you about Stevie J. Okay, so he can look like a candy apple, but you might not want to bite into that candy apple because you don't know if your teeth gonna come out. So in any event, so we got that situation. So Stevie J, he grabs Mimi's hand, and everybody's looking like, oh, Stevie, you better apologize to her. And you can see Peter Gunz, he's not really feeling it. Safaree wish that the ladies will be looking at him like, ooh, he's some candy. The only person that looking at him like candy is Jonathan. Jonathan is only, and Jonathan's looking at Booby too. Booby don't even get that response, but you see Marcus over there looking, Rich Dollar over there looking, Zell trying to act like he ain't looking. He done had his stomach hanging down to the ground the whole season. Like, what's going on? Booby just standing there, and Yo-Yo don't really care. And Amina's looking at Stevie J like he's candy, because in the beginning of this, show of the reunion, Amina was flirting with Peter a little bit. Then she started flirting with, Cisco, and then she was saying that she wanted to date this person. She wanted to date these guys in Hollywood. And then now she sees Stevie J. I think she wants, now that she's divorced, she wants to get what she wants to get. But in any event, Amina is like really hanging tough with April Jones. So you already know. You already know what's good with that situation. You know what's going on with that, baby. And so in any event, Erica Mena and Stevie J. Erica was even soft on Stevie, like Stevie was soft on the eyes. Stevie, what you doing? Hypnotizing the ladies out here? She's mad at everybody. She's mad at her man and everything. She done hugged you, done forgave you. You two done moved on. I was like, okay, she ain't got no smoke for you. But she definitely got the smoke for Jonathan. Like, Lord. And so Stevie J's and Mimi's all looking like, oh, my heart is melting. Mimi, why are you smiling at him like that? Like, And then you even what's her name, Kimbella's looking at him like that. Then you got Zell, he's still looking down at his phone because now we got Yo-Yo paying attention. We got what's her name, Brooke, she's all paying attention. And then you have Bobby. Bobby's right here at the bottom. Where's Bobby? Bobby was like, well, you better say sorry to her. And Stevie J was like, I got this. I don't need you, Bobby. I don't need nobody helping me to tell me what to say. I know Bobby is doing too much, but Bobby wanted to be in the scene too. He wanted to be recognized. Why are they looking at this man like he is good? I was just laughing my butt off, y'all. And then Mimi was like, I done got 1,000 apologies from this man, Stevie J. He ain't never came through like he's supposed to. He's living in a fantasy world, a fantasy land, and he's be telling our daughter Eva, that he lives in a castle. He's like, I need him to live in reality. I need him. He thinks everything is a joke. He thinks everything is La La Land. He makes up these false narratives of in his head, how he's living, what's going on. Just like basically Stevie J is making his own video game and he's controlling all the players. And this is how, he sees things. And she's just like, yo, he does not live in reality. I need my daughter to be in reality and I need you to be in reality, Stevie. So basically Mimi done dropped some tea. She done said, this man is crazy. He ain't got no sense. And she ain't never been, after what he did to her a few times, she ain't been back. So we already know what Faith Evans is going through, y'all, because she's describing, this is how Stevie's talking to their daughter, how he's acting like everything's good. So as you can see where Stevie J's been presented on the show and everybody's like in awe of Stevie J, that's the type of persona, type of like mind trap that he lives in, that everything's perfect. He's God's gift. And you're supposed to think of yourself that good, but he's making things, they making it a fake reality for him, and he's already having an issue with being in a fake reality, because this is what Mimi is saying. She dropped tea on him real nice. So you already know Faith is probably dealing with a child, Faith Evans got a child over there in fantasy land. She probably said, wash the dishes. He probably said, the maid is coming. Ain't no maid coming. Like, this is crazy, y'all. Like, this is absolutely positively crazy. Mimi just dropped tea. She was just like, this man he ain't kept not one promise. He ain't do what he's supposed to do. He ain't taking care of his responsibilities. He's in La La Land. I just want some action. Some action with the indiction. She wants some action. Jonathan was like, oh my God, I'm going to stay because Stevie J's here. Even Jonathan's bigging up Stevie J. Like, I don't got a problem with Stevie J, but in any event, I'm just saying, they're making this man like he's the greatest to be on to ever touch, any of the Love and Hip Hop franchise, okay? And Jonathan was like, you know what? I invited Stevie, so I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay because of Steve. Stevie, he came out and look at him. He's all happy. I don't want to ruin the moment because somebody twists my words. It's the words that you said and how you said it and how you were so, too much, Jonathan. You could have let it go. And then Zell, he is not letting it go. Lord have mercy. Zell is talking all types of mess about Jonathan, baby. And he's basically said that he is sick and tired of Jonathan crying, woe is me. He's tired of Jonathan basically, acting like a baby. He's tired of Jonathan having all these horrible stories. If you listen to anything that Jonathan says, you would think he had the worst life that could ever picture and ever be imagined. And it's like, oh my God, like he's basically said he feels like Jonathan is out here lying, that Jonathan ain't telling the truth about all his stories. And I'm like, oh man, don't say that, because we know when he was telling them stories, he was under the influence of something, allegedly. But in any event, I'm just like, Lord, don't say that, because Jonathan had me in tears plenty of times when he told his childhood stories and stuff like that. Y'all remember them stories, and he told Zell said basically he don't believe that them stories, are, it's so many words he's saying that, he feels like Jonathan is using a defense mechanism, basically saying that he had these horrible stories, basically for not letting people get close to him or not actually telling the truth, or he's using that as a shield or whatever the case is. But Zell is acting like he don't believe what Jonathan has said in the past. And he said, you would think Jonathan is a musician the way he said, you would definitely think Jonathan is a musician the way that he be playing that violin. He said 1 minute if it Jonathan always got a worse story than you, and he's always been through something worse than you, or his story is much sadder than yours. So basically, some people have them type of, behaviors and psychological issues where, they want to feel empathy from people all the time. So in any event, you guys, they'll talk about every time you turn around, he's on that violin playing it, and he ain't even no musician. And he even did that action of playing the violin. Like, Zell is coming for Jonathan. And he was like, yo, he always got a worse story than somebody else, or he always got a sadder story than somebody else. I was like, Lord, he is out here shading. And Zell said he does want a wife and kids. He's been saying this for a long time, as long as she know the truth. And then we have, Booby and Cyn sitting next to each other. He wants her to help him get dressed, and she was like, I don't know. Okay, now she wants to stay. And then we have, Shekinah. She comes out and she's doing her healing routine, and basically she apologized to Safaree. She says to Safaree that, I'm sorry, for talking bad about you. I'm sorry for what I said about you and everything, because I really thought that you was the problem. I really thought that you was the issue, but it's not you, it's Erica, and Erica is a liar. So Shekinah just took the first shot at Erica, basically saying that she is sorry for talking about Safaree and feeling bad for Erica because of what Safaree does, or whatever the case is. She's basically saying that she believes that Erica is the liar, but Erica didn't hear that. But I don't know what Shekinah look kind of, she's trying her best, and Safaree's taking it. And Safaree, was talking to this woman, Kim, as you see on the screen. This is what Erica gonna be crying about next episode, because he done sent her flowers and he was up in the club with her. Like, I just think that they be setting these situations up. I'm just like, So Shekinah, she does have on a nice outfit. She does look nice and everything. And, Shekinah, she apologized to Peter Gunz because she was saying Peter Gunz looked like Freddy Krueger. Like, that's so messed up, saying that man looked like Freddy Krueger. And it's so bad that she said that, because right now on the screen, Peter Gunz got on red and black, and she said he looks like Freddy Krueger. I was like, what? Like, this is just too much. She said he looks like Freddy Krueger. He got on red and black. Freddy Krueger's colors. And so, she apologized to Cisco, but she called Cisco out like, you don't supposed to be doing what you're doing to Cyn Santana. Like, 1 minute he was cool with making her song and everything, giving her studio time and everything like that. But once she said she didn't want no relationship and she was dating somebody, you just dropped her. And she said, basically, you don't be trying to get nobody cake like that. And so she told him about herself too as well. She's trying to, bring something to the show, because Erica is the one that's bringing everything. And then now you have, and Cisco's like, no, I didn't. And then Cyn was like, oh, yes, you did. So she wants to address him, but she can't address Erica. Erica want all that smoke from you, Cyn, and Cyn, you won't give Erica that smoke. But she wants to give, she's giving Cisco that smoke, but Cisco deserves that smoke. And she should have been told him about himself. She should have been told him what he did and how wrong it is, and he has daughters and all that other stuff. She should have made him feel But she's playing the fiddle, like she's acting like she ain't never been on TV. Amina's over there having a ball, but Amina's been very quiet since the last episode, since Erica. I think Amina is bunking with somebody. And then we got Zell. He apologized to Mimi, and basically he used to be Mimi's stylist, and he was styling other people, but he said that Mimi gave him his first shot. If it wasn't for Mimi, he wouldn't be sitting up here on Love and Hip Hop. Oh yes, because Mimi was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and baby, but she was on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. But he used to be her stylist, and he apologized to Mimi because he started to come up, and Mimi was shading some of the girls that he was designing their clothes or styling them. And so he said he let loose on Mimi. He told Mimi all about herself. I don't even remember what he said, but I know if it was back then to this young Zell, it was hectic what he said to Mimi. It was very hectic, for real, for real. I was just like, So we got that situation. Then Cyn Santana, she tries to get up and have a conversation, say something. Erica comes and interrupts her, and she can't even get off what she's trying to say at all. And right now Shekinah's feeling a certain type of way. She calls Erica, and she calls what's her name? Cyn, she calls them, the two you guys are two beautiful red bones. You guys should love each other. You're both from New York. And the way that she said is like she had some sarcastic to it. And she was calling them all types of names too as well, as she was giving them the compliment. She was giving them a backhand compliment and a compliment. Also, it almost sounded like she had some insecurities when she was complimenting Erica and Cyn. But in any event, she said, what if something happened to one of y'all? You guys are beautiful red bones. And I was like, okay. Erica was like, I ain't making up with her. Cyn Santana said, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm finito. So Shekinah, keep it moving. I'm like, what is going on? And then Zell says he wants to get married and have kids. He done said this a lot. And then you have Booby. He wants to, buy the block back and do what Nipsey Hussle did in his community. So you got that situation. Then we got Erica. She's going to find out next week that Safaree was out here in a club with another woman, and it wasn't Joe Budden's ex. You know what I mean? Like, OMG, that's crazy. Cyn was with Joe Budden, got a kid with him. And Joe Budden's other girlfriend that he was with before was messing with Safaree. Like, oh my God, what a circle. And so now you got that situation. I mean, just and so now she's just screaming. She's telling Mimi, I don't want to hear what you got to say, because it almost seems like Shekinah and Mimi are not feeling like the take that she's giving on Safaree. And she said, Mimi, either you're going to support me or get up away from me. This is going to come on next episode. And now I guess she found the post, and this is the picture of the roses that he sent the girl, and the girl posted on Instagram. I don't know if they pay her to do it or whatever the case, but Safaree, now he's sitting there like, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? And so now Erica, now they're back at war. So it is what it is. And so Safaree, the whole story went on about that girl, Kim. Where's Kim at? This is Kim. This is the girl that Safaree, Erica Mena caught him with. But she never said anything happened between them, and she probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? But, she won't answer any questions about Safaree at all. And she stays off of Instagram because everybody want to know, because she really didn't say much. And Erica is not too happy with this situation at all. And Erica is crying, y'all. She is crying like, I know now she's, I want to punish him. Like, he already got what he got. Now he's going to go back out and do what he's going to do. And Erica's basically said, you called this woman, you send this woman flowers when I just got out the hospital with your baby. Erica's just like, she's just yelling. And now everybody's looking at him, and they're looking at him like they used to look at Peter and Stevie J. And now he can't handle it. He can't take, the negative energy. You know what I mean? He can't take it. He can't take it. So, but he keep doing what he doing out here in these streets. And so Peter basically says that he wished he would have married Tara. I thought you said you married, Amina because she needed her green card. Okay. But then, you loved her too. But he's saying that he loved Tara, and he said only loss that he has had is losing Tara. And basically, and Tara said, don't even try to put that man on me. I don't want that man. I want to be by myself. I don't want to be with him. Peter Gunz is like, yo, Peter Gunz got 10 kids. He got 10 kids. Peter Gunz got 10 kids. 10. He got 10. He don't be playing around. He can still make more kids. Peter got 10 kids. I guess that drinking that water works for him. He smokes cigars like Simon smokes cigars, but he got a whole different DNA going on when it comes to Peter. And Peter I don't know how old they might be. They both might be 60. I don't know, 57, 58. But in any event, Tara was like, yo, don't put that man on me. Everybody said, Tara, get back with Peter. Get back with Peter. And she was like, I don't want that man. Don't put that man on me. I feel you, girl. I feel you. And Peter said that she's the love of his life. That's the only woman that got away. But you got a bunch of baby mamas, Peter. So Peter's like, Tara was it. That he made the worst mistake of his life is not marrying Tara. So he's her. And Tara was like, yo, trying to put that on her. And she's like, no, I don't want that man. Tara done moved on. She done got herself a 39-year-old. You know what I mean? She done moved on. Stevie J, he's playing a role now. He wants to know why Mimi didn't invite him. They just be making up the craziest storylines that don't make no sense at all. Like, you there. What's the issue? Your issues with Mimi? Okay. All right, Stevie. I know they paid you. Now, you guys, look at this truck. Look at this Ford truck. I think it's Ford. It's a Hummer. Okay, so I seen this commercial with this Hummer of this truck. What do you guys think about this truck? Okay, the truck looks pretty good. The truck looks decent. Somebody gave me this truck, I'll take it, right? And also, it's electric, so it's a solar car, it's a solar Hummer. But in any event, where is it? It's a solar Hummer. But guess who's driving this in the commercial? Mr. LeBron James from the Lakers. We don't believe you would drive a Hummer, not this Hummer. We don't believe you would drive this car. I don't believe you. And so he's doing a commercial from this car, and this man would never be in a Hummer, okay? Or driving a Hummer or go buy a Hummer. He could buy any car in the world. He's not going to be in a Hummer. I'm like, I get tired of you celebrities taking all these checks and promoting things that you guys would never buy, okay? What's up, Norris Tony? How you doing? What's up, Gucci? Yeah, so basically that's the situation. Thank you guys so much for coming through. If you guys want to call in, let me know. And if you want to jump on the StreamYard, I'll put it in the chat. But that's the next episode is going to be all the craziness. It's going to be crazy. But this episode, a lot of tea was spilled about a lot of different situations. You see that Shekinah doesn't believe Erica Mena when it comes to Safaree. We have, Mimi letting us know that there's something really wrong with Stevie J. Like, he's really living in La La Land. All these dreams and things that he be selling to these women, he really believed that. And he's telling these dreams and trying to sell it to their daughter. And Mimi's basically saying, don't bring that drama up over here. And then we got Jonathan. Jonathan running ragged. Jonathan's running scared. Like, Jonathan, what's going on? And it makes you wonder, since, he doesn't have, the addictions anymore. Is that the reason why, like, he's running? So that's the situation. Then Cisco and his friends are calling him weird. And they're saying, after all these many years, you are just like the weirdest person in the world. Like, come on. Like, this is crazy. Like, this, oh my God. I mean, like, there's so much going on. And then we have Cyn. She doesn't want to address Erica. And Erica is trying to address her. And Erica want all that with Cyn. And Cyn is just running scared. She was like, no, I don't want that. But yet she's crying and running towards to have this conversation with Cisco, which was 7 years ago. Erica and everything is recent. So this girl allegedly was on your page for many, many years, leaving all types of comments over the years. And now it's been exposed that it's Erica. And you don't got nothing to say to her. Crazy. Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's up, T lady? The truth. What's going on? So in any event, please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Much love to my peeps and my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Much love to you. Happy New Year's to each and every one of you all.